Hey everyone, Steven TheSalonGuy here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing some haircutting demonstrations. And I'm not doing a full haircut, but what I am doing is I'm showing you a key essential part of the haircutting process, and that is how to connect the layers from the back of the head to the top of the head. Let's get into it. Just so what we're talking about is, this is the back part of the head, this is the top, okay? Now, typically the flat part of the head is usually when you can lay the comb right on it and it's pretty much perfectly leveled. A lot of times what I see with haircuts in my experience in my 20 plus years as a hairstylist, I'll see a very large disconnect between the back part and the top. And that is because many times people will hold up a section here and they'll cut another layer on top of the existing layers without actually blending it or connecting it. And that's why sometimes you'll see a line coming in through here. That's because it's basically not cut to the way the hair grows from the head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to show you how I connect this into this for a seamless transition of layers. All right, here's my first section right in through here that I'm going to be cutting. So let's cut this straight across like that. As you can see, now I'm going to drop this down. Now, the way I usually cut layers is I take a section and a panel on each side of the back of the head. I'll bring the hair straight up. I'll look for the guide. There's the guide underneath, and I'll cut straight across, okay? Just like that. I'll drop this down, bring one more section underneath that. I won't go below the occipital bone. Comb this straight up. Once again, look for my guide, there's the guide, and we'll cut straight across. Then what I do is I drop this all down, and instead of going horizontally, I'll then go vertically to the remainder of the back of the head to then connect and blend everything in, going all the way down through the bottom. Now, once we're done with the back, it's now time to start the front. And to connect this into this. This is where I see the mistake happen. Is a lot of times stylists will take a section right on the top back of the head here and they'll comb it straight up and cut it horizontally, then they'll drop this down and to see a shelf right in through here. This is the secret. This is the big takeaway from this whole thing. Instead of cutting it horizontally, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a section that will include the back and the top. Here's where the connection is, and we're going to cut straight across. This is from the back here because we didn't blend it on this side here. That's why you're seeing that. So let's take another section right in through here, and we're going to comb this straight up. There's the guide. Make sure everything is nice and even, our body positioning. And then we're going to do that one more time on this side, right in through here. And there's the guide that needs to be cut. So now, as you can see what we've done, we've taken the back and the top, and we've actually connected them. So when you bring this back, there's no line whatsoever. It's a seamless flow of layers. So then what do you do, right? So once you have the back part connected to the top, you don't have to worry about blending it anymore because it's already blended. Then from that point on is when I'll go in and I'll take horizontal sections and I'll continue my layering. Then I can move working forward with no problems whatsoever. And again, we're not going to get any lines or any sort of shelves in the haircut because we actually blended and connected everything properly. Guys, I'm telling you, as a professional, I've done this so many times and it really, really is a lifesaver. Another thing that I like to do with layers is how do you make sure it's all balanced? What I do is especially when layering the top, I'll comb everything straight up from both sides, take kind of like a center part, and I'll bring all that hair, at least in the top panel here, right to the middle. And if you're seeing that everything is blended and there's no like pieces that are, an inch and a half longer or things that are really way off, then it means you're in really, really good shape. If you follow that pattern like I mentioned before, you'll be fine. And then one last takeaway, this is probably, again, another big gem right in through here. People think that the hair grows straight up from the head right here. usually doesn't grow straight up, it goes straight out from the head. So one little trick is when you're combing the hair, if you bring it up, you're not going to see anything, right? There's going to be no sort of excess weight. But now watch this. Now we're bringing it out the way it grows, and you see that little bit of hair right there? That little bit of hair is going to be a lifesaver for the layering, because when you bring this back, it's actually going to have a perfect flow to it, and you're not going to get any sort of harsh lines. You're going to get a solid flow, and it's removing just that little piece of weight, as you can see into here. So it gives the hair a gorgeous, gorgeous, soft, layered look. And I think it's a very, very effective technique. So I have a very, very strong passion for hair cutting. I've been a hairstylist for over 25 years. I've trained at Vidal Sassoon in London. I've worked for major brands, and I've learned a lot about hair cutting and also just working on clients over the years. I try to keep things very simple when it comes to haircuts, and I would love to do more haircutting tutorials for you guys. So, you know, I'd love to hear from you. Follow me on Instagram, The Salon Guy, also on YouTube, The Salon Guy. Engage here, leave some comments, and I hope you guys got some value from this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more videos with The Salon Guy.